Good evening, guys. This is episode 9 we're on now of what sold this week. As many of you know, the week from the 10th to the 17th we had a smashing week. We had a really good week. I think we sold around 12 to 13 items, which is really good. I'm pushing to get to that 20 item a week now. This is more than likely now going to become my full-time job. I'm going to be putting everything I've got into this to try and make this business really work. So let's get on with this week. Before I do, please smash that like button, comment how your week's been, and please subscribe as well. So starting it off with item number 1, we have a pair of women's Lee jeans. These are the boot cut ones. These seem to be really in fashion. They go in and out of fashion. They're big flared bottoms. They're actually a really nice pair of jeans. Pair of Lee women's jeans, Lola they were called. Most of the modern Lee jeans always has a name on it. The older ones don't, it just has a waist and a leg size. But some of the more modern ones always have a name, so like Lola, Brooklyn, things like that. So this pair went for £19.99 all in. Cost priced around about £4, £3.50, £4. So that's good, that's the first sale. Moving on to the second sale is a Adidas Originals women's vintage track top. This is really nice. This was from one of my wholesalers. This was a little bit more expensive. This was around about £6 per piece. We sold that one for £24 all in, so good margins. They're the sort of margins that we want. Next was a pair of Wrangler jeans. Now I bought a bale of Lee and Wrangler jeans from Pick Vintage, and you get a couple of new pairs in there sometimes. So I literally put these up, and I think the same evening they sold. It was a Wrangler men's. They were kind of just a stretch, straight, regular size. Funny size though, waist 36, length 29. They went for £31.97 in. Cost price for that was around about, I think it works out to about £4 including VAT per piece in the Lee and Wrangler bales that I bought. It was £250 plus VAT. You get around about 65 pairs in there. Next up is a Dickies men's long shirt. Now this was huge, this was a 3XL. Dickies stuff is hit and miss. Some of it's really good, some of it's not. But the Dickies shirts tend to be quite good as long as they're a nice big size. This one went for £19.97 all in. Next was a cheap pair of Lee jeans. These were grade B. I think they were a little bit damaged. So I just wanted to get rid of them really and sort of double my money on them and take it as that. So that's exactly what we did. It was a pair of Lee jeans. They were a men's Denver boot cut, so similar to the women's. They went for £13.47 all in. So once you take postage off, which is £3, then your eBay fees usually about £1.50, £2. I'm paying around £4 per piece for my Lee jeans. So you're doubling up, a little bit more than double up. I was just glad to get rid of them really because they were a little bit damaged, so I was happy to take a little bit of a best offer on them. Next up was a really nice sale. This was a really old Adidas Originals kind of shell track top sort of thing. Coming into the festival season now, so these sort of things are starting to catch on. Went for £35.97 all in. So really good sale. We like those sales. Anything above 30 quid is always a win because I never pay more than around about £6 per piece for my items, and I'm trying to get that low, bit more lower down. I just bought a bale, a £300 plus VAT bale from Side Vintage, which I've never used before, so I'm trying them out. Delivery was unbelievable. I bought it 2 days later. They told me it was going to be delivered the next day. I wasn't going to be in that day, so it's rescheduled for Monday. So we've got a nice bit of stock there coming in. But that one, £35.97 all in. Next up was a pair of Lee jeans. They sold and they got returned, so it's a sale, but it's not a sale. But they were a pair of Lee jeans, PAL trousers. I think the chap didn't fit him, so it's one of those ones. Next one is another return. Bit annoyed at this one. Sometimes returns when they don't fit, things like that, fair enough. But the guy's explanation for this is that he just didn't like it, in his words. It was a Gan Wind Cheater classic jacket. I'd done him a bit of a deal on it as well. That went for £40.77. That should be on its way back to me now. He's opened the return case about a week ago, and he only sent it yesterday, I think. So one of them ones, but we take it in our stride. That'll get relisted and hopefully sell again for a little bit more. Next up, another standard sale, Lee jeans. I sell so many Lee jeans. Lee jeans, these were Brooklyn trousers. Bit more of a standard sale, £18.67 on these. Done a bit of a deal for the customer. but still good, you know, profit margin, so we'll take that. Next up, another pair of Lee jeans. Much better margin on these ones. Lee jeans are really strange because they can sell for £15 and they can sell for £30. I think it all depends on the customer. If it's a funny size, might not sell as quick. If it's a more popular size, like this one was a waist 38, length 34, so a nice big men's size. They went for £23.97 all in. So we paid full whack for them. So we like those prices, we like those margins, plenty more of them. Next up was another really nice piece, Tommy Hilfiger kind of men's Parker padded coat. Quite a small size, it was a size small, but it was a really nice piece. This come from Vintage Brands Guru, about £6 per piece for that one, so £35.97 all in, good stuff. And the last item was another slightly damaged item. Most of the items that I get that are damaged, I bought 20 kilo from Pre-Loved Kilo, and I've had 5 kilo boxes from them in the past, and they're just always damaged. There's a few good things in there, but there's always holes, missing buttons, stains. So as popular as they are, I would recommend going to their hand picks opposed to buying their 5, 10, 20 kilo boxes online, because there's so much better things on the market that you can use that money to buy stock with. But same again, I was happy just to get this gone. Lacoste men's polo, size large. The only thing was it had a little hole in the side there, so I had to mark it as grade B. Any grade B item for me is rip, tear and stains that probably won't come out. So £12.72 for that. So I maybe broke even on that. I'm not quite sure what it was per piece with regards to the 20 kilo box I bought from Pre-Loved Kilo. But that was the final sale. So in total we had 12 items go out in total. 2 of them were refunds, so 10 items that were delivered, bought and paid for. So a good week. A bad week now for me is not hitting double figures. If I'm not hitting double figures, that's just not good enough. Now that I'm potentially going into this full time, I'm going to be doing it, you know, all day, every day. I want to be producing big numbers. I want to be getting my investment back, reinvesting it, paying the bills, and really going at it full chat. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you want me to open the bale of shirts and show you guys what I get, I'd be more than happy to do that. Could be an interesting video for me to see if it's worth it for you. I think Syed works out that it works out around about £1.80 per shirt. Now in there might be some Gap things, some Nautica. I don't know what I'm expecting, to be honest with you. But it was £3.80 plus, no, it was £3.80 including VAT and delivery, and there's around about 200 shirts in there. So around about £1.80 per piece. And that's going to be here on Monday, so I'll more than likely do an unboxing for that, and just maybe choose out some of the best pieces, because I'm not going to go through all 200 shirts. That'd be a mission. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Any questions, anything you've got, drop them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them and give you guys some help and advice if you want to take this up part-time. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and take it easy.